excuse me while I rest my phone on a fallen tree. Yes! Yes! 100 days running every day. Finishes today on the 100th day. And I can't tell you how happy I am to have made it this far. And thus, according to the literature I've read, after 66 days, you have formed a new habit. Loads of reasons for running that I've realised. Energy levels. My energy levels are much higher than they ever used to be. I've probably had 1 cup of coffee in, I don't know, 3 months. Even though I absolutely love and adore coffee, I haven't felt like I've needed it. I've got more stamina and can carry on through the end of the day before getting tired. But when I sleep, boy, I am sleeping better. I don't always go to bed when I probably should, but when I do, boom. You can run anywhere. I love the fact that when I'm working away from home, I can leave, sorry, sweating into my eyes, can leave the hotel and get a really good idea of what's going on in the area, get my bearings of a new place. Some of the real highlights of these last 100 days have been waking up in places like Wales, and in 2 minutes I'm up a mountain. Maybe 5 minutes. Normally a lot longer if I was walking anyway. And before I know it, I'm surrounded by beautiful vistas, and instead of just going hotel room, conference room or meeting and back again. Running in many ways is free. You can do it in an old t-shirt. This isn't an old t-shirt, granted. An old pair of shorts and an old pair of trainers. And I am actually wearing an old pair of trainers, albeit they are the barefoot style that I use for walking. But now I totally realise the value of running in something like barefoot. The ability to keep learning as I'm running as well about my body and what's better for me. The fact that last week I switched from a pair of thick-soled shoes that were kind of forced upon me in a sports shop to flat soles, which means I have to run on the balls of my feet in a more natural, more primeval in many ways. No? Primal? Is that the word? I'm pretty hairy, so I'm pretty close to that primal self anyway. Running style, like we did thousands and thousands of years ago, has stopped me feeling any aches and pains in my hips or my knees. So I'm listening to my body, and this is working. Today I've run further and faster than I have done in a long time, and I feel like I'm really getting into the rhythm, getting into the beat of things. Running's never the same. Every day is different. It might be a change in the clouds, it might be a change in the weather, it might be a change in your location, it may be a change in your mindset. I'm finding that I'm more than happy running without headphones. I haven't worn headphones once, probably for fear of sweating in them and killing my decent headphones. But nevertheless, it gives me that meditative mind space, that place where, you know, I heard somebody say, if you can't solve a problem whilst running, that problem can't be solved. And I love the idea of that, like this space for you in a day of chaos and cacophony where, yes, occasionally I'll get a little buzz from my technology, which you can still enjoy, and in fact has at the beginning enhanced the way that I run. I don't feel like I necessarily need it now, and I don't feel like I'm being nagged by my social networks, should we say. I feel I can pretty much eat what I want, but I'm deciding to eat more healthily. Naturally. I still like my wine, I still like my cheese, I still like overindulging every now and then. I'm still doing that. But having lost over a stone since I started running, well over a stone, I'm now thinking this is getting a little bit expensive because of some of the new clothes I have to buy, but I'm going to pace myself now. I'm going to pace myself and find a balance, because I don't want to get too skinny and have to throw away my entire wardrobe. If that's possible, I don't know. I haven't been skinny for a very long time, but I'm feeling the lighter I get, the easier it is for me to maintain running, and it's easier on my joints and all kinds of knock-on effects. It's also healthier for your heart. Running will really sort out your blood pressure and your heart. Well, it seems to be that people who run live longer anyway. Do I want to live forever? No, but I'd like to at least live old enough to see my kids grow up and get to an age where they can support me in my infirm years. Better memory, apparently. Running gives you a better memory. I'm not sure if it's because I'm processing things when I'm running, but I do find an improvement in my very naff, very kind of lackadaisical memory. Stress relief. Normally I'd be annoyed when someone's chainsawing in the background and I'm doing a video, but not at all. It just adds to the ambience of where I am somewhere in Cambridgeshire. Definitely a lot less stressed. definitely a lot less moody in the morning. I do look forward to going out. When it rained yesterday, and it chucked it down yesterday, and I feel like I've experienced 100 days of summer. I probably can only remember running 3 or 4 times in the rain in 100 days, and yesterday there was nothing like it. Washing the sweat away, running in the rain, and getting filthy dirty like a kid splashing in puddles. That is liberating. And then you're in the office a little while later doing a bit of work, feeling like you've had your adventure. Every day can be that little bit of adventure. It doesn't take much to get back to nature. It doesn't take much to feel that as you're running, barefoot sometimes in very, very thin shoes, feeling the earth and the soil around you, canopies of trees, the wind in your face. I just feel kind of a part of things a little bit more, and I really enjoy that, and I definitely think that's good for the mind. I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on why I run. If you've never tried it, I started off thinking there is absolutely no way I could run for 3 minutes without stopping. I ran for 3 minutes, walked for 1. 2 days later, I'm running for 5 minutes, walking for 1, and then you start gaming yourself, and then I'm running for 8 minutes. Once I got to 11 minutes walking for 1, I thought, why am I walking anymore? And I just carried on running. My longest stint before I hit a gate and had to stop today was 38 minutes of continued running across dirt and grass and dodging cowpats and horse manure, and I feel like I can keep on going. In fact, I am going to keep on going. Please, if you've even slightly considered going for a run, have a go. The knock-on effects are immense. If your doctor says it's okay to run, you might have some kind of knee or joint issues, then just start walking really fast. But listen to me, I'm like the Reverend Run Like a Nutcase. Anyway, I'm not here to evangelize, I'm here today to run, to continue my 100th day. I might have a day off tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll have a day off. Happy running if you're running. Happy walking if you're walking. Happy sitting if you're sitting. But you're gonna die. No, forget that.